What's good? It's your girl Joji back with another episode. Woo woo! It is episode 9, and I'm just happy to see y'all. What's up? What do you do? I know all my haters, all my next haters, like, yeah, she ain't gonna get through it. She ain't gonna do it, and you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of people just, a lot of people probably not room for me, and it's okay. It's okay because I'm not here to prove y'all wrong. This is episode 9 of Get to the Roosters. Okay, y'all. So I missed y'all. I cannot lie. I have missed y'all. Okay, but last week your girl voice was given like it was like suck. Like I literally could not talk. Like, and I don't know what was going on. I believe it was the pollen because as I thought about it and I looked back and I wasn't doing too much screaming. Like I went to Houston for my friend's birthday and I wasn't really screaming. Like I was having a good time, but I was not screaming. I was screaming, go girl, hey. But I was not screaming. So I'm like, what did this come from? So I thought about the pollen. I don't know, y'all. This pollen this season is just different. Like it's raining down on us like a rain. Like, and I'm not, I'm not understanding it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I've never been the type of person that, like, I'm the type of person, like, I'm the type of girl who go through sneeze. I be sneezing, sneezing all the time, all through the year. So when pollen season come around, it's like, it doesn't bother me because I sneeze all through the year. Like, it doesn't bother me when it comes around because I'm so used to sneezing, right? So this year, took me through for a loop. Like my head was hurting, like the sneezing. I wasn't sneezing really, but I can feel like up in here that it was irritated, and then plus my voice had left. Like I have never had my voice to leave me like it did. Okay, my voice walked out of my life like it was a baby daddy. Like seriously, like I sounded a mess. I did. So I wasn't able to record that video. And I'm learning to just keep going. Like it's okay. Like, things don't work out how it's supposed to work out. And sometimes, those require breaks. Like those, getting to the root is just not, trauma and, things that you happen in your childhood is not, the things that we've been talking about. Getting to the root, like I said in my last episode, is also checking on your mental, like your health. Like I just like I didn't beat myself up and like I was just like I'm just taking this as I need a health break. Like I was like mental health come first, and that's fine. Like I need you need to check on your health. Like it's so good to have those checkups. Like I go get checkups like it ain't funny. Like just check on yourself. Like just put you first. And that's too like your health is also self-care. Like self-care ain't got nothing to do, it ain't all about going out spending money, what I'm saying, and it could be the things that what I'm saying. First of all, that should be the number one self-care is checking up your health. Okay, check your health, drink that tea. Like, so I just took time out and just breathe. Like just, took, a vocal, just took a rest. Okay. Took a rest. I rest my voice. Okay. Okay. I couldn't even talk to y'all anyway. Okay. So, like I said, I wasn't able to come on here and shoot a video. However, I'm here today. I am here today shooting episode 9. I am in the comfort of my home. If you can see, I am in my downstairs area. It is currently 11:50 p.m. at night. My kids is upstairs asleep. So I'm gonna, it's gonna be real short, real cutesy, real, the best I can do. Okay. But like I said, I know y'all probably is like, girl, where you guess? Like you rushed us. Yeah, you said guess. But it's like I have a list, right? And I've been going down to people that I want to come on my podcast. First guest didn't work out. Second guest, we recorded. We recorded, y'all. I recorded my friends, and we recorded in Texas. However, that was some bloopers. Okay, we gonna have to redo that. We was
because you probably
hired,
can't see it.
so we gonna have to redo that. And my third day, I text her, and I text her. Probably, when did I text her? Friday or Saturday. And, she was very open to come on here. However, I told her if it's not in the will of God, I want her to pray first, then, let me know. And, she didn't let me know. She didn't, hit me back up. So I just took that as, it wasn't the right time. And that's okay. Like, that's okay because, just because I said, I want, guests come on here, everything happened for a reason. God might say, this is not the time for you to have guests. The guests that you have may need, they may not be ready to come on, on the podcast and talk about the things because half of the things, people probably don't even know that, that's, they haven't dealt with so it could be a lot, y'all. It could be a lot when you are trying to heal. And, I want to take in consideration and and honor those people and respect those people because like I said, everything happened for a reason. And that's what helped my mindset shift because normally I would get upset, I would get distracted, I would get thrown off, I would get not motivated, I would, what I'm saying. But that's not when you have a calling, when you have an assignment, when you know what I'm saying, when you have things to do, and when that it's like a passion or anything. But this is what God given me. I didn't say on my own I wanted a podcast, but this is what God has for my life, and I have to be a great steward over it. So I believe that God is doing something within my life to help me grow and help me understand that you can't take like I said on my last episode, you can't take things too personal. You know what I'm saying? You can't take things and get distracted and to throw you off what you got to do in your life. Like like you must keep going. Like you must keep going, and you must show God that you are being a great steward of the things that He blessed you with. Like if people, okay, so this is what I got this whole situation, and I'm gonna name the title as people not showing up. And it's just simple. People not showing up in your life. When we think about people not showing up in our life, we get, we get thrown off our task. We get thrown off like because you want people to support you. You want people to support you. But if nobody don't support you, you gonna stop doing what you gotta do. If nobody don't tell you to keep going, you gonna stop doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if I was to cancel every time something didn't go right, the way I planned, this podcast probably wouldn't exist. This podcast probably wouldn't go as far as it been going because like purpose require consistency. Whether I have a guest and whether I don't have a guest. I'm pretty sure a lot of podcasters go through the same thing where their guests don't, you know what I'm saying? But the show must keep going. The show must keep going on. Period. So that's why I'm here today and tonight, and I'm recording this, this video. I'm coming on here and I'm letting y'all know that hey, I'm still here, boo. I'm still here. I'm still pushing. God is still working on me. Like God is literally still working on me. I'm still a work in progress. Like, and to just get excuse that mind that y'all mind you, I'm at home. I'm comfortable, okay? I want to hear that. I'm comfortable. I'm in my own home. So if y'all hear dogs barking, y'all hear somebody open their door, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is just me raw, uncut. I started to put some my cream on there with my fake cream. I was just like, listen, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just leave. I already got my PJs on, but I'm gonna leave my cream off, okay? So, but yeah, like you must, you cannot stop your purpose waiting on people. And that, that, and not saying that, the people that I write on here didn't show up for me, but that just put that in the same category. It reminded me that people are dealing with that in everyday life now. Like if people don't show up for you, that don't mean you don't show up for yourself. Okay? So whether whatever God has blessed you with, you still, you know what I'm saying, you keep going, you still push it, you still, you know, you support yourself. A lot of people cry about supporting. If nobody supports you, you support yourself. Because if once you get upset and once you get, you know, off track saying nobody support me, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, doing this, doing that for me, you know, ain't nobody, you know, showing love, then you gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna cause you to have setbacks. That's gonna cause you to not believe in yourself. So you have to believe in yourself in order to get to where you're going, in order to build. Okay? When you build a house, what you use? Brick or what else? Wood. But it's brick to build the foundation, to build what you got going. It don't just take one day. It takes consistency. And if you stop building that house, guess what? The house is not gonna get built. It may take 2 years. It may take a year. I don't know. I don't know the process of building houses. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. It takes brick by brick. So you have to build what you want in life. Build what you know what I'm saying. Build that business or build. You know what I'm saying. It take bricks to build. So don't stop at one brick. Just because one worker didn't show up, you still got paid to build that. You know, y'all get what I'm saying. That person still got paid to build that house. The contractor. So either he gonna, you know, give up on you know, the thousands of dollars because somebody didn't show up, or he gonna keep going and do it himself. So that's my that's the episode for tonight. I want you to show up for yourself. If nobody shows up for you, you show up for yourself. Life won't always go according to plan, okay? Hear me out. Life will not always go according to plan. People won't always show up when you expecting them to. But you must, you know, God, I believe God is dealing with our heart, because when we all, you know what I'm saying, judgment day, we are going to be judged by our heart. You know what I'm saying? What we allow to get in our heart. You don't know people's life. You don't know, you know what I'm saying, their circumstance. You don't know, you know, their, you know, they people on different levels. Some people do owe you an explanation, but what if you don't get that explanation? Don't let that get in your heart. Don't let that get in your heart. You know, just keep going. Just keep going. And just keep going. Because sooner or later, God gonna send you the people that's, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be here. I'm talking to myself too, as well. Supposed to be in your life. Supposed to motivate you. Supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, on this platform. You know, the people that we want to be in our life don't always supposed to be in our life. The people that you want to be, you know what I'm saying, a part of the plan don't always, you know what I'm saying? And it may not be right now. God may be telling me, not right now. You don't need no guests. You know what I'm saying? So if every person you go through don't come sit with you, that don't mean it ain't working out. That just means not right now. Everything happened for a reason. So you're not gonna do your episode because there's nobody show up? Or you gonna keep going and be consistent and show yourself approval? So it's a lot that I'm working on. It's a lot that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with. It's a lot that I'm learning. It's a lot, you know, I'm learning from people. The other day my client came and, you know, she was just saying, JoJo, I just appreciate you for, you know, just being who you are. You genuine, you know what I'm saying? I've had a long day. I'm overstimulated. And it's just like I've been going and going and going. You know, I have to be a mom, I have to work. I've been working, you know what I'm saying? This is my only day off. I'm here with my baby, you know what I'm saying? She crying, you know what I'm saying? I just been going. And she just had a moment and she cried. And she told me she said, I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm blessed. I'm crying because I had an overstimulated moment and I just need a moment. And I was just so happy that God put me in a place for, you know, for me to listen, for me to let her cry and let me, you know what I'm saying, not overstimulate her more. Just listen and just be, you know, be myself and let her know that it's okay, girl. I get it. You ain't gotta keep telling me you ain't sad. I get it. I get it, but she helped me in that moment because sometimes when I have those overstimulated moments, I don't have those, moments where I just feel like I'm just getting, I'm just so heavy, saying they don't. She let me know. That she gave me the revelation that that don't mean I'm sad. That don't mean that don't mean you disqualified. That don't mean your assignment has been denied. That don't mean That don't mean you can't keep going. That don't mean that God don't love you. That don't mean that you had a setback. That don't mean That just means you had a moment. And she said in that moment, it's just a moment. That don't mean I gotta stop here. But I'm finna recognize this moment. I'm finna recognize that, I'm overstimulated. I'm tired. I'm finna recognize this. And I'm just so glad that God gave me, And that's what I'm saying. When you start to get that stuff out of you, when you start to just get that stuff out of you, get whatever bothering you out of you, that's when the healing started. That's when the understanding started. Life is not all that bad. I just need to get this out. But the whole time, people just going and going and going. They don't have nobody to talk to. They don't have, they same old people, probably their husband. And people want different people. People want women like, women want women like, like themselves, like, genuine women they can talk to. But that's why God has been, shifting me. That's why God been healing me. That's why God been giving me an understanding heart, understanding mindset, so I can help others. So I can, I can listen to others, and I can just, they can just feel that genuinely that they're safe. That there's like, I just want, it just, people like, I just want people to understand that it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. And that woman just, dropping that load off, not on me, but just dropping that load off, made me feel so good that she was able to release it, not go home, not walk out the shop with it. She was able to release it. And it was also able for me to do her baby head and not get overstimulated, not get overwhelmed, not get irritated, because she needed that. She needed that. Overstimulated moms is serious. It's real. And that's with me. I got my wine good with my water. And that just in that, like I said, they gave me a lot of revelation, because with dealing with ADHD, a lot of things can make me feel like, when I get overstimulated, sometimes the devil try to pry on my mind and tell me, hey, yeah, 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 you ain't healed like you say you healed. You ain't got far like you say you're far. God ain't on your side like you think he on your side. Yes, he is. So when you have those moments, when you have your moment, that be the devil to you. That be his time right there. Yeah, let me get her negative thought. Let me get her negative thought. And that's how people lose the battle. That's how people just keep going and going and going, because they don't have nobody to talk to. They don't have nobody to release it to. So I'm just, it's just, I'm just excited. I'm just so thankful that, God is using me. And then God is going to use so many more girls like me. He's using so many people. He's calling you up to your, your calling. Some people are denying their calling because they're scared of what people gonna think. They're scared of how people gonna look at them. They're scared of how people gonna judge them because of their past. See, me, God had to move that out the way. God had to move that out the way, because if you care so much what people gonna think, you're not gonna get to where you need to go, babe. You're not gonna get to where you need to go. So some of you may be listening right now and you feel like people don't support you. Maybe you building something, you chasing a dream, trying to grow, trying to heal, and it feel like nobody is showing up. But let me tell you something. I'm learning myself. You don't need a crowd to start. You just need consistency. The right people will find you when you stay committed to what you called to do, yo. When you stay committed to what you called to do, who knows? That girl, that girl who came to my shop, she probably, and I'm saying that girl because I love her and I know her, but I'm just saying I don't want to disclose her name or whatever. However, she will be one day be my guest on my podcast. But that girl, she probably, she needed somebody. I just started doing her hair, but she probably always had her husband, and she made, she expressed to me that she don't have that many people that she friends or whatever, and she may need it, somebody who don't look like her everyday life, who don't, Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna end this video because I feel like I don't get y'all went over my time frame. So tonight was real simple, real simple, real. But just want y'all to know life won't always go according to plan. People won't always show up when you expect them to, but that doesn't mean you stop showing up for yourself. Okay. And if you're building something, healing, growing, or stepping into purpose, keep going. Okay, keep going. Even when it get quiet, even when it get uncomfortable, even when the room feels empty, because the right people will come, but the consistency has to meet you there. And I just want to thank y'all for sitting with me on this episode 9. I won't be able to shoot this episode this Sunday because I'm getting my wisdom tooth taken out. Oh my god, I get 4 tooth measurement. Y'all don't want to be talking anything because it's going dead. But I get 4 wisdom tooth taken out. So just be praying for me or whatever. I know I am covered by the blood of Jesus. I will be okay. I just want the healing process to be easy. So I will be out this Monday. I won't drop an episode. Might won't drop an episode, but I probably drop something. I don't know. I figure it out. But I won't, like I said, I won't be recording because I be healing. I get it done Friday, and I know it won't be that soon healing, but I don't want to speak against it, but so I'm gonna take a break, even if I can't really talk because I need to heal. So I took off all next week. So like I said, I won't probably drop the video, but y'all will see something. If not, it's okay. you know it's the first thing. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you be notified whenever we post a video. And yeah, we out. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.